Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi, and today's show we have local racing at Parx to competitive stakes races with all the stars in horse racing. We have it all on today's show. It's the best time of the year getting ready for the Kentucky Derby and the Kentucky Oaks, but we have top racing right here at Parx to keep you happy.
We did. There was an allowance race here on Wednesday that everybody is very excited about. Bob Hutt and Uptown Charlie Brown. We had Shane's Wonder on the show a couple of weeks ago. Couldn't have been more impressive in the first start on the 17th of February. That was in the mud. The question is, how's he going to do against the fast track, against winners? He was super impressive in that race. And of course, this is the horse that Bob gave away shares essentially for $80 to his shareholders in honor of his 80th birthday. He's been down in Florida. Bob, very excited about this horse, and understandably so, off of the debut win. Yeah,
as he should be. We're talking about Wednesday's 9th race going 6.5 furlongs, but he's got to contend with our very own Craig Donnelly's homebred, Ponder and Dream for Butch Reed, and Michael Sanchez will be aboard, and I have to say this horse has a lot of speed.
No question, and it was extremely impressive in really every one of his starts. His last one got up to a 75 buyer. That's the kind of number on paper that's going to win. The question I had, there was a lot of horses with early speed. Who's got the best early speed? Let's see.
On the outside, Shane's Wonder, Ponder and Dream. Those two came out alertly. Coming up the inside, Bala de Plata, Jay Cody, and on the far outside, Gold in My Hands. That's Lord Chatham or Spiggy. He's at the back. Shane's Wonder has a hard-fought lead. Ponder and Dream presses to the inside, just about two back. The gray, Bala de Plata, moving up on the outside. Gold in My Hands. He's into that third spot. Then it's Lord Chatham, Jay Cody, or Spiggy at the back. And Shane's Wonder now clear, 21-4 with a half mile to go. Shane's Wonder with the lead to the inside. Ponder and Dream. Gold in My Hands moves into that second spot. Moving from off the pace, Lord Chatham. He's now into fourth. Then to his inside, the gray, Bala de Plata. Back to Respiggy, who has one beat, and that's Jay Cody. Shane's Wonder holds that lead. He has yet to be really asked. He's doing it well within himself as they head around the far turn, 45 flat. And Shane's Wonder under a bit of pressure from Gold in My Hands on the far outside. Lord Chatham continuing to make his move. Top of the stretch, we're going to see how good Shane's Wonder is, and I think he's awfully good. Shane's Wonder beginning to pull away from a stubborn Ponder and Dream on the far outside. Gold in My Hands. Shane's Wonder with the lead. Ponder and Dream keeps on coming. Gold in My Hands on the outside. 16th left, and it is Shane's Wonder. Very impressive. Shane's Wonder gets the win.
Shane's Wonder backs up his maiden victory with another impressive win. And Eliseo Ruiz, I saw him walking back in the winner's circle, he had a huge smile, and he said, this is the horse right here. So they're having high hopes for him.
Yeah, and understandably so. I mean, this is a good field he beat. Ponder and Dream ran really well, never stopped running, kept running right through the wire. But at no time, Danny, when you're watching this race, did Shane's Wonder look like anything but the winner. I mean, the jockeys behind were pushing, and Eliseo wasn't doing much of anything. This horse is just fast. He was the fastest of the fast. You ran right through the wire, 1:17.07 for the 6.5. We're going to show you a race in a little bit. Older horses for 75,000 ran a second faster, but that's a really good time for a 3-year-old at this stage, only his second start. I don't know how long he's going to go necessarily, but very, very impressive. We talked to the trainer, our man Freddie Velasquez, the Hall of Famer, jockey Eliseo Ruiz, and one of the owners representing Uptown Charlie Brown.
Freddie, you were worried. What would he do on a fast track? What did you see?
Well, I see he's run the same way he run on the muddy track. I mean, he's a good horse. He never do anything wrong.
He's got a sprint pedigree. Do you think he's a sprinter, or do you think he'll go further?
I don't know. Maybe, who knows?
Okay.
When I work at him, he never tried to gallop like strong. He just pull up, where he had to pull up.
To have the horse of the year last year, maybe you have another one this year?
I hope. It'd be nice.
Eliseo, Freddie just said you might say this horse is better than Bucarino.
Yeah, I say that because the horse in the morning, he do my job really easy. He always give me more and more and more, and he just one run. So, when you feel that classy horse, what I had.
You beat them all to the front. Could you sense horses behind you in this race? You knew how close they were?
Yes, I know. He go a little bit tough today, but he want to go up front, and I don't want to take back because he wants to go. So right. I say, okay, you want to run? Let's do it.
When you have a horse running that fast, what does it feel like?
Wow. Feel like monster in my hands. But he's so nice. He do my job easy, really easy. And hopefully he keep safety, and let's see what's going on after that.
I asked Freddie if he was a stakes horse. What do you think?
Ooh. Well, he is. I can say he is stake horse. for sure.
What's this like for the syndicate as part of the ownership group to see a horse run like that?
I was a little nervous before the race because you have the 4-5 favorite, and everybody says, "Oh, we'll see you in the winner's circle." I said, "Buddy, don't jinx it." But no, it's awesome to have a good horse, and it looks like we have a nice one. And yeah, hey, 21-4, 45 flat, and then he was pulling away. It's looks like we bred the right combination, and yeah, Eastwood and one fast check.
Have you heard from Mr. Hutt yet?
Not yet, but I would assume as soon as I walk out of here, I'll talk to him. I talk to him every day, and he's enjoying the Florida sunshine until the middle of May, and yeah, I can't wait to have him back here.
Excellent. See if we can get him back here the next time the horse runs.
Oh, maybe we should keep him down there because the horse is winning.
Well, congratulations to all the connections. And Shane's Wonder, we look forward to what is next for this 3-year-old. He certainly looks like, could Freddie have back-to-back Horse of the Years?
Yeah, we did ask him that question. He kind of smiled, and when you were talking about Bucarino and like, can he really be this good? And who knows? He's pretty damn good.
Well, he's got the right trainer, that's for sure. Freddie knows how to get him ready. Well, let's go to Monday's 7th race. This was our Parx picks. Fillies and mares going 6 furlongs, optional claiming. They're running for $30,000. And the favorite was my pick, Pearls and Heels. And I loved when there was rain in the track because she loves that. Yep. Michael Sanchez stays aboard for Bobby Ann Hawthorne.
Yeah, I thought there was a possibility that Unsolved Mystery might be even a little faster than Pearls and Heels, which is why I picked this 7-year-old mare coming in her first start since November.
She's awful fast. Our Uptown Girl, second choice, Michael Moore. And look, she's been a horse constantly improving.
She never runs a bad race.
No, she
42
doesn't.
starts, 12 wins, 11 seconds.
Let's see who gets the win here.
They head on chasing Unsolved Mystery, who is opened up on the field. Pearls and Heels, she's into second. Then it's Tavin, Boss Like Beth, losing momentum. She's just been passed by our Uptown Girl, who takes that 4th spot. Jump a Fox, still at the back. 23 flat, and Unsolved Mystery. She has a clear lead as they head into the far turn. Unsolved Mystery. Tavin, she's taking the first swing. She's closing that gap in second. Then it's Pearls and Heels, followed by our Uptown Girl, Jump a Fox. She has gotten the cue. She's making up some ground from off the pace and dropping back last. Boss Like Beth, 47 flat for the half, and Unsolved Mystery says, "Come and catch me." Tavin keeps on trying in second. Pearls and Heels is back into third. Then it's our Uptown Girl, Jump a Fox down the center of the track, has her work cut out for her. Unsolved Mystery, she's trying to give him the slip on the front end. She has a 16th left, and she is steadfast on the lead. Unsolved Mystery takes them gate to wire. Unsolved Mystery with the win.
Well, the mare by Golden Sense, Unsolved Mystery, is very fast, and DJ suspected that. Kendry Rivera aboard, and look, she's been coming off. She was at Monmouth last year. It's the second start for her, and she's going to get ready for the Monmouth. She'll go back to Monmouth. They live over, the owners live over that way, but he knows how to pick winners. He is a winner himself. All right, we're going to head to our first break. When we come back, we have lots more from Parx Racing and some pretty cool national races.
They turn for home, and they come past the quarter pole, and here's Emerging Market.
Some call you the Sultan of Slots. Others, the Baron of Baccarat. The rest, just Meemaw. I'm tapped in, I'm tapped in. But no matter who you are, you know there's always another way to win on the Parx app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Take those pearls, Meemaw.
We've got your new Ford right here at Chapman Ford of Horsham. Looking for a new Bronco Sport? We've got them. Maybe a new Escape? Got plenty. Want a new Explorer? We have them too. Maybe you have your eye on a new F-150. Huge selection for you. If it's a new Bronco you've wanted, you are in luck. How about an EV? The Mach-E and F-150 Lightning are both in stock. And with great lease terms and low APR financing available, we can help you get the new Ford you want. Chapman Ford of Horsham.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. We have some pretty exciting races to get to here at Parx. We're going to show you Monday's 8th race. This is allowance horses, first level, going 1 mile and 16th. That's a long distance, $50,000 on the line. And Happily Delusional for Lou Linder. This is a horse with a lot of class. He's just had to overcome some issues and really put it together.
Right, ran in the PA Derby last year, but they've always liked this horse, right? I mean, he's in the Peter Pan, he's in the Tessio. He's 10-1.
He's got to contend with second choice, Missouri River, and of course Jamie Ness has Chileno, the first choice, but two nice horses here.
Yeah, for sure. Missouri River, Chileno, we're getting the money, but keep an eye on Happy Delusional.
They go through the first turn in Game Time Gladiator. He has the lead as the opening quarter goes in 23-4. Right to his outside, Happily Delusional, just a neck back. Missouri River, he's third. Alchemism, Chileno, still fifth and last. Happily Delusional inches closer and turns up the pressure on Game Time Gladiator. They're on even terms as they head down the backstretch to the inside. Game Time Gladiator to his outside, Happily Delusional. Missouri River, Chileno, he's into that fourth spot. Alchemism, he is now fifth, 48-1. Now they go into the far turn, and the top two remain in battle. On the outside, Happily Delusional now gets the cue. He puts his neck in front. Game Time Gladiator tries to counter. Missouri River, he's third. Alchemism making his move in between horses. He takes that third spot. Chileno, he's now back last, and Happily Delusional has opened up. Game Time Gladiator has no response. He excuses himself and begins to drop back. They head around the far turn. Happily Delusional, he has the lead at the top of the stretch. Missouri River chases in second. Alchemism continues to gain. They're trying to reel in Happily Delusional, and Missouri River is getting a little bit closer to the outside. Alchemism, he's in third. Happily Delusional, he has more left in the tank. He's opening up now. Missouri River chasing in second, trying to get to him and make this interesting. Happily Delusional looking for the wire, and he gets it.
Happily Delusional got the win, and look, they changed the tactics. Lou Linder said whenever he goes head-to-head with a fast horse in the morning, he always keeps up, and he's always a horse that kind of lagged behind. Well, they really put him in the race early. Luis Ocasio gave him a great ride, and they got a good result.
No, he ran great. Look, again, they always had high hopes for this horse, and right now he looks like could have a pretty good 2026.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Well, let's go to Tuesday's 9th race. This is some serious horses. That's an optional claiming. It's only one in for that $100,000. Well, two are 6 furlongs, and it's scratched down to our 4-horse field, but the favorite, Twisted Ride, that's a real racehorse.
We love Twisted Ride. He's now a 7-year-old, but all he does is just start running and never stop, right to the finish line.
He likes to fight with other horses.
Yes, he does.
Counter Spy, second choice. Bobby Moscow, Francisco Martinez aboard, and he's trying to back up his win from the February race.
Another very cool horse who in his last race finished in front of Bucarito.
Twisted Ride, a length advantage. Counter Spy not letting him get totally loose. He's second, trying to close that gap. He's coming up to challenge now. Then it's one more scoop. Debit Card still fourth and last. Twisted Ride and Counter Spy, now they hook up around the far turn. Twisted Ride holds that lead. Counter Spy continues to press to the outside. The half 46 flat to the inside. Twisted Ride not letting Counter Spy by. Coming up the inside, trying to make things interesting. Debit Card, he's up to challenge the front running Twisted Ride, who has a little bit more. Twisted Ride sees him, it fights on. Twisted Ride kicking clear of a stubborn Counter Spy. Debit Card back into third, and it's going to be the formidable Twisted Ride. Pennsylvania bred gets the win.
Twisted Ride gets win number 12. And look, it was a one-horse race, and Andy Hernandez said as soon as the horses come close, he just digs in deeper. And you could just tell he was so proud of himself coming back to the winner's circle. And he expended a lot of energy in the barn before the race. He knows it's race day. He's an athlete. He gets wound up.
I bet $844,158 as a career bankroll. That works.
He's got a lot of money in his little horsey bank, that's for sure. Well, let's go to Wednesday's 5th race, and some really cool horses in here. It's an optional claiming $75,000, 6.5 furlongs, $42,000 is the purse. And Preacha Myers, second off the claim for Jamie Ness.
Yeah, claimed from Laurel, came up here, ran a pretty good second, 84 buyer. That's the kind of number that's going to win this race.
Yeah, and Romanesque, a horse, was once in the barn of Bob Baffer, beat Rodriguez. Is with Kate DeMasi now.
Yeah, now trained by Kate, son of Practical Joke.
Yeah, pretty cool PA bred here. It's a fun race, Wednesday's 5th.
Big Tankness, he leads the way to the inside. Preacha Myers, Romanesque, beginning to make up some momentum. He's in third, Willisau fourth, and Coach Bennett still at the back. Big Tankness, he's been confidently handled since the jump. He shows them the way through the far turn to the inside. His stablemate, Preacha Myers, getting a little bit closer. On the outside, Romanesque, he's third. Willisau, Coach Bennett at the back, 45 flat. They hit the top of the stretch, and just like that, Big Tankness, he has some company. To the inside, his stablemate, Preacha Myers, takes over, puts his neck in front. On the far outside, making up some ground late, Romanesque, he has found his stride. To the inside, Preacha Myers. There's about a 16th left. Preacher Myers now has a length advantage on the outside. Romanesque. It's going to be Preacher Myers who gets the win.
And Preacher Myers gets the win. And look, I talked to Jamie Ness, Jens at Hazelwood. He just gives him so much credit. He's a really talented rider. He knows where to be. He knows when to push that button. He came up the inside. But Romanesque, look, he's coming off a really long year layoff. He's kind of racing himself fit. I really like this horse. I think they're going to have a lot of fun. And I think the longer he goes, the better he'll get.
Yeah, I think the top two are serious racehorses, no question. Jamie's other horse ran a pretty good third, and Preacher Myers ran 1:16.03. We mentioned how fast the 3-year-old ran earlier, so just keep that in mind as we get the numbers for these two horses.
Pretty cool stuff at Parx Racing. Well, let's get to some national races, and on the Kentucky Derby trail we go down to the fairgrounds. It's the Grade 2 Louisiana Derby, a mile and 3/16 for $1 million purse. 3-year-olds, and the favorite is Emerging Market.
Yeah, first-time starter. I was only run the one time, Son of Candy Ride. Not normally a move that Klarvich and Chad Brown make, but everybody's got Derby fever, so they're taking a shot. Emerging Market's your favorite off of just one powerhouse maiden race.
And Chip Honcho, what a cute name. Steve Asmussen, still trying to get that Kentucky Derby win. We saw it ripped from his arms with Epicenter that year, but he's got the second choice here.
Yeah, you and I walked across the track, I don't know, 20 minutes after the Rich Strike Derby when Epicenter ran a courageous second, and Steve looked like he'd seen a ghost. Like, really? I just lost to that? Epicenter turned out to be the 3-year-old Chip, and of course, the other horse never won a race again.
No. Well, let's see if he gets it here with Chip Honcho. Here is the Louisiana Derby.
The quarter, 22.65 seconds. So Eldrin Maldonado running the offense here with Pavlovian. Pavlovian leads by 2 to Audubon running second. 3/4 length to Chip Honcho, who's racing wide there for Luis Saez. In the meantime, gaining at the inside is Easterly with his bid. They have a half mile to go in the Louisiana Derby. Flavian Pratt and Emerging Market now moving up on the outside, 5 lengths off these leaders. As Emerging Market starts a bid, 3 furlongs to go. The half was 46.23 seconds. Chip Honcho now coming with a bid. Farther back is Golden Tempo, who's drawn to within 5 lengths off these leaders, and Golden Tempo is picking up. Then Universe with Blacksmith and Spirit of Royal. 3/4, 1 minute 10.85 seconds. They turn for home, and they come past the quarter pole, and here's Emerging Market. Emerging Market, and toward the inside, Pavlovian tries to rally on, and these two come together with 1 furlong to go. Pavlovian is dug in. Emerging Market's battling. Golden Tempo toward the inside. Chip Honcho is well back. It's Pavlovian and Emerging Market in a Louisiana Derby thriller to Emerging Market.
And Emerging Market does get the win, gets Derby points. Look, he was the favorite, Flavian Pratt. You have to give it up to Pavlonian, 21-1. He really tried to win, he gutted it out, but Emerging Market blows by him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we saw exactly. Look, Pavlovian's a Calbred, was 21-1. Look, ran hard, ran well, but he's not really, to me, a Derby horse, although he's now qualified for the Derby. Obviously, Emerging Market, I thought he had a kind of a wide trip. I thought he showed a lot of heart, a lot of talent. 90 buyer. Boy, this would be going against everything we know, right? Yeah. 2 starts to the Derby. Chad hasn't committed yet. Obviously, the next race would be the Derby. He's qualified. He's got the points. We'll see what they do with this Son of Candy Ride. Chad, he's won every big race there is, except the Derby, and you know he wants to win it, and he's going to win it. It's just it was going to be this year or not. He's got others that we'll get to.
Yeah, well, soon we will see. Yep. Well, let's go to another Kentucky Derby prep race at Turfway Park. Grade 3 Jeff Ruby Stakes, and we love their stake.
Yes,
a mile and 1/8, and the favorite is Full Effort, Brad Cox, Irad Ortiz.
Yeah, he's taken the Turfway run, most recently in the Battaglia, ran a really good second coming from way back. Is the son of Liam Smap, who certainly looks like a Derby possibility.
One of my favorite trainers has the second choice here, Michael McCarthy. Stark contrast coming from California.
Yeah, we love our man Michael McCarthy, who's got, you know, we're still a little upset journalism didn't win the Derby last year, at least I am, but hey, he lost to a great horse, as it turned out.
On the synthetic, but here it is, the Jeff Ruby Stakes.
Medici setting the pace. Chaos Agent is second, and to his outside is Argos. Argos makes a move for the second spot. Turf Star has the rail running, and he's fourth, and he's 2 lengths off the lead. More than a length to Baytown Dreamer, joined by Stark Contrast. Black Hornet's a little eager. He's 4 wide up the backstretch run, and he's a little less than 7 off the lead. More than a length to 2 Out Hero with full effort. Stop the car, 3 deep up the Turfway Park backstretch run. Brave Force and Maximus Primer at the back. 23 seconds, the opening quarter, pretty legit. 47 to half. Medici, 3 parts of a length to Argos. And here comes Stark Contrast making his bid into third. And Black Hornet is winding up to the outside. And Full Effort is into the 5th spot. And he's 4 lengths from Medici midway through the turn. Medici with the lead. And here comes Stark Contrast with a quick turn of foot. And Full Effort's on the attack. Black Hornet stuck out in no man's land, swinging into the lane. And they're at the top of the lane in the Jeff Ruby Stakes. And here is Full Effort. Full Effort's up to the front. Stark Contrast is fighting on from second. Medici gives way in third, and Stop the Car is fourth, but it's Full Effort, committed to excellence, and he just wins the Jeff Ruby Stakes.
All right, IRAB makes that big sustained run with Full Effort, getting the win. Medici set the pace, but a Full Effort, I mean, he always looked like the winner to me.
So the question there is turf, artificial, but these horses are coming out of the Jeff Ruby have run well in the Derby in recent years, as we know. Rich Strike among them. Animal Kingdom came off this to win. I wrote about all the Derby preps and how that's fun every March, the parallels with the NCAA tournament when teams and horses start to get eliminated and we get down to the final. In the Derby's case, the final 20. In basketball, it's the final 4. And this year, interestingly enough, they're a couple hours away on I-65 from Indianapolis down to Louisville, and wrote about it this week on Let'sGoRacingParks.com.
Basketball and horses, that sums up DJ. I love it. All right, let's go and see what the fillies are doing. We go back to Louisiana at the fairgrounds in the Grade 2 Fairgrounds Oaks, $400,000 on the line, going a mile and 16th, and the favorite is Bella Ballerina. Brendan Walsh, who is no stranger to a good filly.
Yeah, no stranger, and won the Cotillion last year. I'd love to see Brendan back here in September with Bella Ballerina. She looks like a player.
And Bragg Hawk's always loaded with lots of good boys and girl racehorses. He's got the second choice favorite, Life of Joy.
Life of Joy, second time Flavian Pratt, and a daughter of Gunrunner. No reason to think she's not going to like this distance.
So Maximum Offer just leads Bella Ballerina, who's right there with her as they make this way past the half-mile pole. Length and a half to Love Your Neighbor in third. Miss Matoyer with the rail. Love and Trust fifth on the outside. They went past the half-mile in 46.83. Life of Joy looking to move up now between fillies as Miss Matoyer showed speed, but she's dropped back, and the trailer's Newtown Pike. Inside 3 furlongs to go. Bella Ballerina is now the overall leader. Bella Ballerina will lead them to the top of the stretch as Love Your Neighbor comes to take her on. And Life of Joy sweeping into action on the outside. Dropping back was Maximum Offer. 3/4 in, 1 minute 11.10 seconds. Here comes Life of Joy for Flavian Pratt. And Life of Joy is the new leader with 1 furlong to go. Bella Ballerina second at the inside. Life of Joy has the advantage, and she widens. She's extended her lead in a phasing tipped in Fairgrounds Oaks. Life of Joy.
And Life of Joy gets the win. Flavian really let her settle in behind those horses, and when he asked, she responded. What were your thoughts of her win?
Hey, look, I think she's certainly a contender. Again, I've been trying to get used to this, Danny. These 3-year-old fillies just run slow. This is only an 86 buyer. Normally, you just say no chance. But it's probably not going to take a low 90 to win the Kentucky Oaks anymore, because ever since the banning of Lasix and steroids, these 3-year-old fillies just don't run fast anymore. It's bizarre. But yeah, I think she's a contender, especially visually. I thought it was visually very impressive.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, let's see what the fillies are doing in Kentucky. We go back to Turfway in the Bourbonnette Oaks, $300,000, a mile and 16th. And the favorite takes us to Lovely Gray, Joel Rosario up. And look at the owner, Go-Go Gray's stables.
Yeah, you knew who that is?
Dave Portnoy.
That's the Barstool guys. And very exciting, I'm sure, for Dave and his whole crew to have the favorite in a potential Kentucky Oaks prep.
Lorelei Lee, a length and a half to Resplendent, stalking smartly in the 2-path. Scratch It gets a little closer from third. And along the inside races, Resist, and Lovely Gray joins her, 4 off the lead, heading into the turn, the half and 49 and 3. After that, bless her, who needs to pick up her stride. She's trying to lengthen those legs. She's 7 off the lead. LaVille Lumiere's under a drive. Barra Peninsula gives way. Onesie Weathers at the back. Lorelei Lee trying to spring this upset. Resist is showing some promise. Here comes Resist. She's making a move into second as Resplendence gives way. Lorelei Lee at the 8th pole in the Bourbonette Oaks. Resist and Lovely Gray to the outside. It's Lorelei Lee still with the lead. Lovely Gray and Resist are chasing. Here comes Lovely Gray to the outside, but she's not going to get there. Lorelei Lee all the way.
And Lorelei Lee with the win at 10-1. And look, set the pace, was under a really snug hold. And when Lovely Gray came up, she just dug back in. And I just think this horse has so much stamina. By Nyquist, Tappet, Mare, I mean, she could run all day.
Yeah, no, she looked good doing it. Only an 80 number, but impressive nevertheless. And Daughter of Nyquist was really 10 years ago, and an undefeated Nyquist won the Kentucky Derby from a man, Doug O'Neill. It was 2016.
Yeah, we love those red racing silks.
We
got to
loved
see
Doug
those
that
at
whole
Parx.
weekend because he ran second at a big number the day before to Catherine Sophia, and I might have had the exacta a few times.
Mopetism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, I don't care what it was. All I remember was watching the purple silks. Here they come. I said, get up for a second.
We're going to go to Oaklawn Park. It's the Grade 3 Essex Stakes, and it's all about the cool favorite, Skippy Longstocking.
The amazing Skippy, PA Derby graduate from a number of years ago, is now a 7-year-old Danny, and coming off the first Grade 1 win of his life when he won the Pegasus World Cup, beat his stablemate White Abario, and this is some cool racehorse right here, buddy.
He's so cute, and I love his name. Second choice is Accelerize. Top Pletcher sends out to Oaklawn.
Yeah, good luck. It's all about Skippy Longstocking. If he runs back to his Gulfstream race, they're all running for second.
Skippy Longstocking. There he goes to the front. Accelerize in an all-out drive, and Skippy takes command. Skippy Longstocking at the quarter pole, putting 2.5 lengths, now 3, on the competition as he swings for home. Skippy Longstocking. Macman on the outside trying to run by Accelerize, who's tired. Then Gould's Gold with a furlong to go. Skippy Longstocking by 6, coming to the 16th pole. He's drifting around a little bit here, but he's well clear. Skippy Longstocking to the roar from the Oaklawn crowd.
And Skippy got the win, 5 lengths to be exact, and he's just such a cool dude. Safi Joseph has masterfully handled him.
My kind of horse, Danny. 36 starts, 14 wins, 3 seconds. If he's close, he wins. See, this wasn't close. He's up to 5.7 mil and counting. I mean, look, he's among the best older horses in the country, flat out. We'll see what the rest of the year has for the Skipster.
Yeah, it's really been a joy to see him in training and get to run all these years. But we're going to go to another break. When we come back, we have jockey and trainer for you and more racing at Best of the Rest. Stick around.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parx Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parx is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
My team at BetParx Online Sportsbook and Casino has a great offer for new users. Download the BetParx app, open a new account, and get up to $50 back on your first sports bet if it doesn't win. Plus, you'll get a BetParx bonus box with 50 BetParx coins and 50 bonus spins on the BetParx Collect 'em online slot game. For details, visit betparx.com.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. Let's see who got this week's Jockey of the Week, and it's one of everyone's favorite Parx Racing's veterans. Congratulations, Frankie Pennington, our Jockey of the Week. He had a few nice wins here at Parx and a big win in New York, making him our Jockey of the Week. Sponsored by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. Now let's see who got this week's Trainer of the Week honors. It's somebody that does big things in horse racing. Congratulations, Kate DeMasi, our Trainer of the Week. Not only is she winning races, but she's representing horse racing very well in Harrisburg as our PTHA president. Congratulations, Kate DeMasi, this week's Trainer of the Week. All right, now it's time for another Turning for Home family photo. This is Field of Blossoms. It was a successful rehabilitation, staying at the farm with Kristen Nesbitt, and she's going to do lessons and just be a family horse, enjoying her life with Turning for Home. So good job for Field of Blossoms. Now it's time for Best of the Rest, and we're going to go down to Laurel Park. 3-year-old fillies in the Beyond the Wire Stakes, and we see Law School out on the lead there.
Right, and Jamie Ness obviously had a lot of high hopes for her. She's on the lead, but she just starts to fade. Now, this is her third race in 28 days, and Jamie's just trying to race her into good fitness, but just not good enough. Peach Tie was your big 1-2 favorite, has the lead in the stretch, the 5, but here comes Miss Fulton Girl up to get the lead right at the finish to win by a hit.
Stole the win right from Peach Tie. It was a good closing finish. All right, let's go to Saturday's 6th race at Aqueduct. This is fillies and mares sprinting 7 furlongs, and Irish Maxima is back in a big way for John Service.
Yeah, this is a horse that's always had extreme talent. She went on this wild winning streak at the end of 2024 to 2025, including winning the Mrs. Claus here and the Barbara Fritchie and the Distaff at Aqueduct. She's all the way back. She's going to just crush this field, win by more than 4 lengths with Frankie P, 89 buyer, daughter of that great Maximus Mischief.
Yeah, Frankie Pennington did a great job with Irish Maxima. Nice win for them. Let's go down to the fairgrounds in the Grade 2 New Orleans Classic, $500,000, and all eyes are on number 2, Touch Upon a Star, the really cool Louisiana bred.
Yeah, this is a 7-year-old son of Star Guitar, who was a legendary Louisiana bred back in his day, who barely lost. This is 28 starts, 21 wins for Touch Upon a Star and former Carolina Panthers and Super Bowl quarterback Jake Delhomme. And Jake was extremely excited when Touch Upon a Star won the big race in New Orleans.
A $15,000 purchase made just about $2 million.
Hello.
Obviously a really emotional win for them, but this is a racehorse that loves his job.
Yes,
he is magnificent.
Does.
Let's go to this week's PTHA Trophy race. It was Tuesday's 5th race. Claiming Horse is going 6 furlongs, and it's kind of a mad dash. And you see the PA bred Ira the Icon get up for the win.
Yeah, I'm not sure who this horse is named after, but ran like an icon in here. Ira the Icon sat third, came running. He's going to get up at the finish, and a pretty close finish. It was a very interesting race. Ira the Icon.
Yeah, it's what you call a blanket finish. We're going to go to our final break. When we come back, we're going to tell you about who we had on Gate to Wire. We talked about a big Kentucky Derby prep race and Ion Racing coming up.
This is Parx. This is how you roll. This is how it goes. This is how you pop. This is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you excite. This is how you all night. 360 hit me. Now we're going all in. I can feel it calling. The crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you. This is
Parx, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to Let's Go Racing. And this is such an exciting time of year in the horse racing world. Lots going on. What can we look out for today?
This is the second of 2 really big weekends. The next weekend is huge, too. But we got the Florida Derby. I think this is the race where the Kentucky Derby winner is going to come out of. Keep a close eye on it. Chief Wallaby was second in the Fountain of Youth for Bill Mott. Commandment, who won it for Brad Cox. Nearly, who was so impressive in the Holy Bull. Those are the 3 that really interest me. But there's a horse to keep an eye on here. He's not probably going to win this race. A horse called Timeless Victory. He's trained by Eddie Pleasa. Eddie is John Service's brother-in-law, married to John's sister. This is Eddie's final start.
Yes.
He's going to retire after this race. He's won 2,528 races. And where is Timeless Victory going after this? Right to John Service. So we might see him here later in the year, maybe even in a race like the PA Derby. Arkansas Derby, Renegade, the Sam Davis winner. Silent Tactic, Litmus Test 2-3 in the Rebel. We also have the Dubai World Cup with the amazing, incredible, forever young Magnitude is in there, the runner-up in the PA Derby last year. Hit Show won it last year. Tumbarumba is a really cool horse. We also have the Gallant Bob winner from 2 years ago and the Breeders' Cup Sprint winner, Ben Tornado. And how about this in the turf race? I mean, this is unbelievable. Calandigan, who is the best turf horse in the world, will be in there. And Ethical Diamond, remember him upsetting the Breeders' Cup turf. Everything in there but Rebels Romance. He's not in it, but it is some card to Dubai today. And hopefully they can stay away from all the madness over there and ride run some great horse races.
Well, from national to international flair. And if you want to cheer on some local connections, some pretty big starter races up at Aqueduct, and there's about 5 different races that have lots of Parx connections to root on. So pretty cool betting day this Saturday. All right, let's get to Parx picks. We look ahead at Monday's 8th race. These are going to go a mile, 10,000 claiming horses, but horses with some good backstory. And I got to go with It's Game Time. This is his 100th start, so maybe this is an emotional win. He's going for his 23rd win, and our Jockey of the Week, Frankie Pennington, will be aboard for Yo Burbs. Got to root for this horse. His 100th start.
His debut, first start, Danny, you ready? October 20th, 2018 at Del Mar.
Pretty cool.
What an amazing horse he is. I'm going with Amadeus Music for Ron Abrams. Good numbers, gives you a big effort every time. Love horses, 7 wins, 7 seconds.
Yeah, great race to look ahead to. And watch Gate to Wire with Bruce and I. We had Michael Sanchez on. We talked about him riding in the wood on Red Zone Runner. We talked about just what it's like to be a jockey, kind of his day in and day out. It's pretty cool stuff, so check out our episode. And lots to look forward to here at Parx.
And Michael's on his way to the Parx Hall of Fame. He's one of the best to ever do it here, no question.
Yeah, he will be in the Kentucky Derby, hopefully, this year. Well, that wraps it up for us. Thanks for watching Dick and I, and we'll see you next time on Let's Go Racing.
Off and racing in the Parx Pennsylvania Derby in a flawless beginning, and seize the ray. He's going to seize the day in the Pennsylvania Derby. Here comes Torpedo Anna, a 16th left to go. Torpedo Anna, the Grizzly has the heart of a lion. Torpedo Anna gets the win, a narrow victory in the cotillion.